All right, what is going on, everybody? Thanks for checking out the channel. Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day or night wherever you are. I have a little bit, I'm getting over a cold a little bit. The whole family kind of had something, so my voice is a little rasp. I've kind of been coughing a little bit, so I might have to cough here or there. But you know, I'm gonna make do. I am gonna make do. We don't know exactly what it was. My two daughters had it as well. So me and my wife actually ended up taking them to the doctor to get tested, and they tested for a few things. It came back negative for COVID and flu, and I think two other things. So I think the doctors were basically saying it might just be some type of, rogue, thing going around. So, but everybody seems to kind of be getting over it altogether. So that's good. So, hopefully by tomorrow I am completely fine. But anyways, we are here to play Too Many Bones. I did a poll recently asking, which games you guys wanted to see me play. I think it was for Thursday. And the poll basically, there was three clear winners. There was, there was Cthulhu Death May Die, which ultimately won. Then there was Too Many Bones and Cloudspire, which were pretty much even. So what I thought I would do, since there was such a high turnout for those two games, I thought I'd do like a Chip Theory Games week. So I even planned on doing Hoplomachus for a Saturday stream. But turns out it seems most people want to see Mac and Arcana, which is still cool. I just got it in. It's sitting over here on my shelf. Very excited for that. It's a third edition. I just got it in on Monday. But it looks like people are voting to see that. And I think what I'm going to do is, even if whatever game doesn't get picked, I'll just play that maybe the following week or something like that. I'm at work. Have fun. What's up, Wesley? No problem, man. I completely understand. That's why Saturday, dude, I am doing the live stream for everybody in a different country. Hopefully you guys can tune in. Might be a little easier for you guys. But as always, Wesley, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. So yeah, and also good to see that the chat is working. I know it wasn't working for it was working, I guess, for Thursday stream when I did Cthulhu Death May Die. But I don't know what exactly happened. Maybe I didn't click a certain button, but I thought I did the same thing that I always do. It's just the chat didn't show up. It was very strange. And I guess I'll read Alper's comment. One of my favorite gear locks against one of my favorite tyrants in one of my favorite games on one of my favorite channels. Thanks a lot, dude. Really appreciate it, man. Hopefully I do not let you down. Since I am playing one of your favorite gear locks against Lockgear. So that's going to be the Tyrant we are facing. I have faced Lockgear before. He's got an interesting thing, which we will go over. So with that stuff out of the way, and I did just want to end on so I was going to do a Chip Theory Games week. So today we're doing Too Many Bones. Thursday it's going to be Cloudspire. I'm going to be playing the Uprising faction. And then Saturday, like I was just mentioning, Saturday stream for everybody in a different country. So hopefully they can, hop on the stream. I get a lot of comments like, wish I could join, but the time difference. So hopefully, I'm gonna plan to do a Saturday stream every once in a while. So that's gonna be this Saturday, and I believe I said 9. I believe that's when I said it, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully that gives everybody else a better chance to hop on. And then so then whatever Saturday, whatever the game is decided, that's what we'll play. We'll just hang out, have a good time like we always do. So with that being said, let's talk Too Many Bones. So today we are going to be playing Nugget. Now, Nugget is an expansion character, and she has some pretty cool things. First, going over her backup plan quick. For one, we have collect stones, increase sling stones die by 1, which we'll explain here in a second. For 2, revitalize, heal Nugget for 2 HP. 3 is nothing. 4 is disable, so you would add a disable effect die to any adjacent 5-point or less baddie. And we can see disable here says the unit's skills are suspended. Last the entire battle. For 5, we have coup de grace, or coup de grace. At the end of round, place Nugget on top spot of the initiative meter. So that can be pretty strong. And then for 6, as usual, we have upgrade to innate +1. So our innate is treasure seeker. Whenever Nugget draws loot as an encounter reward, draw an extra and discard 1. The innate +1 is treasure hunter. We would do the same thing. We would draw an extra reward, but instead of discarding that, we would actually keep that. Sounds good, Wesley, man. I appreciate it. I'm excited, dude. I am really excited. Whatever the game is, dude, I'm just ready to hang out, chill, have a good time with all of you guys. So that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Absolutely. So yeah, that's Treasure Hunter. Now we won't get into all of these exactly just yet. But the Sling Stones, as we can see here, Nugget is a melee ranged gear lock. So normally, her attack dice can only be used for an adjacent baddie. But, excuse me, she can use Sling Stones, and for 1 per each attack dice, she has this counter. Might be better to visualize it. So she has a counter here. Let's see if I can... It just basically starts as this counter. And as we get these Sling Stones... Come on, camera. Well, anyways... As we get these Sling Stones, we increase this die. And we can down tick this for each attack dice, and we can use those attack dice for a ranged attack. So that's pretty cool. But we need the Sling Stones per, we need 1 Sling Stone per attack dice. So that's where she can kind of be the ranged gear lock in a sense. But other than that, she is melee with the attack dice. So looking at this, we can just see some things here briefly. It has the difficulty up here, and then we have the skills as we normally do. So Nugget is going to start with Sling Stones at 0. We don't start with anything else, as we can see here. Some good, really good skills is going to be Wildborn right here. So Wildborn, I'll just read off a few of them here. Remove a number point baddie or less from the battle mat and add to the bottom of build queue. Die can only be rolled if baddies outnumber gear locks. So if we start getting overwhelmed with some gear baddies, we can use this, and hopefully, it matches that point baddie or higher. And then we can actually remove that baddie, put them on the back of the build queue. So it kind of frees up the battle for us a little bit, making less baddies on the board. Combat proficiency, it basically can we can increase our health 1 each at the start of each turn. We can get +1 to movement, +1 to shield, +1 to attack, and +1 to dex. Either one of those, depending on what it rolls. It's always a really good one. Tinkered Bolo can actually have negative effects on a certain baddie. So if we want to give them minus movement, minus shield, minus attack, stuff like that. So that can be pretty strong. Dash, we can add +2 to our movement, so that doesn't cost dex. So that could really help us move around the battlefield if we needed to. But the biggest one, the 2, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree, Longblade here. Longblade is a guaranteed hit. It does, if we look at it here, it does guaranteed damage. You can see Longblade right here. And I wish this camera would. Do I have the focus on? I swear this camera. Let me see if I have the focus on. It should take 2 seconds. I thought I might have. Okay, it is not on, so that makes sense. All right, and I might have to turn it off in a second. All right. So if we take a look at, there we go. That's better. So if we take a look at Longblade here, it does guaranteed hit, with one side doing 2 damage. Now the cool thing about this skill in particular, this die, it does not get exhausted like the other skill dice do, like normal Gearlock skill dice do. So you can use this on each turn of yours. Not only that, it can be used as a ranged attack as well, and it does not need a sling stone. So that long blade can be really fun. I mean, it's basically essential for Nugget. It's like one of the best, one of her best skills, if not the best. But also this Nugget's dagger right here. So you can do a hit if it hits, you know, either the 1 or 2, dealing that damage to the baddie, but also it places the bleed effect on them. So both of those skills, I always love bleed, you know, for getting around those, you know, those hardy guys and stuff like that. But just, you know, putting it onto a baddie, and then if you need to run away, you know, they're just, each turn of theirs, they're losing life. I just love bleed in general. So those are kind of, those ones that I kind of listed off, those are really kind of the ones we're going to be going for, at least at first. After that, after we get those and we get our regular stats up, maybe we can then explore other things if we have the skill points for it. But basically, other than that, if there's anything else that comes up, we'll kind of get into that. Or if you guys have any questions, you know, I can try to help with any questions that I can. So that is Nugget. Very exciting. I really like Nugget. Nugget she's a lot of fun. She can do a lot of different things. Really cool. A great, in my opinion, a great beginner gear lock as well. So if you have somebody new that's coming over, or if you're just kind of learning the game and you want to give them a gear lock, or you want to try one for the first time, Nugget is a fantastic one to try. Really fun. Okay. So past that, let's talk Lockgear. So Lockgear, let's read Lockgear's little backstory right here. As experimentation on animals and baddies began to yield promising results, Nobulus turned to experimentation on his own kind. Nobulus is always up to something, man. Lockgear is one such example. Confused about where his allegiances lie and suspicious of everyone and everything, Lockgear has developed an unpredictable sense of cunning beneath his less than threatening exterior. This guy can get annoying, man, and you'll find out through these cards right here. So we need 8 progress points in order to challenge him, and we must defeat him within 10 days. And these are the 3 baddie types that we need for this this adventure. And this is kind of more on the longer side. So looking at his, I wonder if we should look over this right now. No, we'll wait for this till we get to the battle. So what Lockgear is essentially doing is he has 5 of these Tyrant encounter cards. It's more than the normal Tyrant. And each of these, while doing the kind of normal thing of, you know, being its own kind of Tyrant challenge, they are going to have these appeasements. So what these appeasements do is each one is going to be slightly different than the next. So if we just take a look at one here, let's see if we can pull it up here. Lockgear is appeased if the party loses all training points from unsuccessful attack and defense training attempts, instead of using the training points elsewhere. So basically what that means is if we uncover this Tyrant encounter card, this appeasement takes effect immediately. So this appeasement, though, we wouldn't need to fulfill that right away because that's for a skill point training. But if we have this, we would basically place this with Lockgear is with us. We're going to place him with us. He's not on the normal mat like Tyrants normally are. So these cards are going to go underneath of Lockgear. So as we acquire these appeasements, we need to basically complete these if we are able to. So right now we just talked about the training attempts. So if we were to ever have training points and we wanted to boost up our attack or our defense, if we were to fail, let's say the attack, instead of using those points elsewhere, we would have to appease this requirement. If we do not, Lockgear goes away and this goes away as well. We have to complete these each time in order to keep him with us. Now, the important thing, or why we want to keep him with us, is because when we go to challenge him, if we kept appeasing him and we got a certain amount of cards, we can then kick him out because he's like traveling with us on this adventure. annoying us and bothering us, taking things from us, getting us to do all these weird things. And eventually we're going to get so tired of him, we're going to kick him out. But when we kick him out, depending on how many cards he has underneath of him, that is going to be known. So at the Tyrant battle, if let's say we have 3 cards that we've appeased and then we've kicked him out, that is going to be, we're going to take his attack stat and health, and we are going to take those and minus those by the number of cards we have. So in this case, 5 minus 3. So instead of 5, only 2 attack dice. So it's very important. That's why you want to keep appeasing these as long as possible. Now these aren't too terrible. Some of them, there's one about defense dice. So if you would roll defense, your first defense must go to the card, and then your rest you can play as normal. The same goes for one of these for the attack dice. There's one for, if you have more loot than 1, you must discard 1 after or at the start of the recovery phase. We just read the one about, which one did we just get? It seems I'm a little out of it still. We discard the loot. Oh yeah, the training attempts. So the attack and defense of training attempts, we must lose it instead of using it elsewhere. And then there was one more about if we heal, instead of healing the max, we must heal 1 less than the max. So they're not terrible, but you have to do those every single day. So that's where it can kind of get a little troublesome. Now, generally, I'll probably try to get to at least 4, and then I'll kick him out of the group so I don't have to do those each day anymore. And plus 4, subtracted from, these numbers, it's really not that bad of a stat. Freddie Perez, I'm here to ensure you go big. Yeah, man. We're going to go big, all right. Hopefully. And not go big for the baddies. We're going to go big for Nugget. That's right, man. Thanks for coming on, man. Hope you're having a good night. So that is the appeasement cards. And these are going to be shuffled into the encounter deck. So speaking of that, all right, here we go. Let's get this message out of here if we can. Sorry, Geraldo. All right. So let's do the encounter deck. And we're going to go big. We're going to go real big. All right, so let's do the number 1. Get this quick. All right, let's just choose this one. Okay. Set these off to the side. Let's do the number 2s. How's it going, Freddie? All right, let's do this, number 2. And then let's get our encounter cards. So how much we get? 10 minus 2. Okay. Give these a good shuffle. Give these a good shuffle. And then we are going to start on, I forget what the exact mode is called, but we are going to start with 1 extra health and another point to go wherever we want to. Now, normally I would probably take, in this case for Nugget, I would probably either take a defense or dexterity. In this case though, since we're facing Lockgear, and we might get those Tyrant encounter cards would basically say, if we fail the attempt for attack or defense, we can't use it elsewhere. So it might be important with Lockgear to at least get, maybe if we eventually want to get another attack or defense, to get those early before we get those cards, just in case we would fail, we can then still use that point elsewhere. Chilling, excited to be here with you all. Hope you're having a good night, brother. Yeah, man, I said earlier I'm still getting over it's not a, I mean, I guess you could call it a cold. It's not the flu and it's not COVID, but I definitely got some. I've been coughing a little bit, so that's why my voice is a little, a little worn out. But yeah, man. So I might cough or have to blow my nose on the stream a little bit. But the whole family had something. Like I was saying, we went to the doctor. My 2 daughters, they got tested. It came back negative for COVID and flu, and there was 2 other things. But So we kind of assume that we don't have those things either. But it's just everybody had it. But everybody's getting better. Yeah, everybody's getting better. My voice is kind of the only one that's still like all worn out and stuff. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Yeah, but thanks for joining, dude. Hope you're having a good night as well, man. All right, so we'll do 2. Oh, no, we need to shuffle the other cards in here. So let's do these. Let's do these, put these here. All right, we'll give these a shuffle. But yeah, Lockgear can be pretty fun, man. He can be. If you can get a few of those appeasement cards and you're doing well with them. Like I said, if you have a gear lock, and your stat dice for attack and defense are, kind of higher, you're not really too worried about those 2 appeasement cards where your first attack or defense dice have to go to Lockgear's Tyrant cards, because it's not that big of a deal. The one about the health, that can kind of be annoying, but the one about the training points, I don't mind getting that, but I'm hoping to get that later on in the adventure, just so I can get these 2 up a little bit. I'm not going to get these up too much. I might want to get at least like 1 more attack, maybe, but maybe at least 2 more defense, something like that. I think 3 defense for Nugget should be good. Get better soon. Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate that. Hopefully, I'm hoping by tomorrow I'm a lot better. I feel a lot better. It's just my voice right now. Thank you. All right, so let's put these on top, and then we're going to cover them up with this card. All right, we'll put that there. Let's just give these a shuffle, and then, we got to do the baddies. Got to do the baddies, too. That's right. So Lockgear, he'll go with us. We're just going to set him over here for now. Yeah, but I'm excited, man. I'm also excited for Cloudspire on Thursday. Cloudspire and Too Many Bones, man. I love those games. And I'm really excited for Machina Arcana, dude. It just looks so cool. It looks so cool. So dark, too. Yeah, I got it right over here. I got the 2 expansions as well. Looks really cool. The theme looks awesome. I am excited. So if we do play that on Saturday, I'm pumped. I am pumped. All right, I'm not going to shuffle these too much. And I forgot if I took out the Lockgear, not Lockgear. I'm going to mix up Gear Lock and Lockgear for probably this entire playthrough. The Gear Lock Child, I forgot if I took it out of the loot deck. But if I didn't, if we do draw it, I'm going to discard and draw another one. I don't want to play with the Gear Lock Child. I'm not too big a fan of him. I mentioned on another playthrough, if we were playing in like a group, I'd probably play with him. I think it could be fun in like a bigger group. But like 1 and 2 players, maybe 2 every once in a while. But with solo, because you can't get rid of him. You have to keep him, and he's heavy. So I don't want to keep him for like the whole thing, especially like if you get him early or something like that. Like that just can be kind of annoying. All right, so let's put these back. Come on, man. Come on. Let's put it in the back. All right, so now we got to do baddies, and then we should be good to go. I guess then I'll read the setup quick, just so everybody is. I know I kind of explained it, and I guess we do got to get our last skill here. So let's do the baddies quick. Got all our ones. Yeah, but I know I explained the setup, but sometimes I can really butcher things. No, not me, right? So maybe I'll just read the official statement so everybody can be a little bit more on board. Oh, man. Are you referencing the 2nd edition of Machina Arcana? Have those shipped? No, it's actually the 3rd edition, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd edition. Let me see. I don't know if it says right on the box. Yeah, 3rd edition. Yeah, what's funny is, a cool little story. I don't know if it's cool or not, but a little unfortunate, at least for people in the US. The updates for Machina Arcana, The one of the updates a while back was, I believe, I'm gonna summarize, and I could be also completely wrong, but basically the understanding was it was on its way and it was close to getting to the US. And then all of a sudden there was an update put out and basically saying it never made it onto the boat, and it's still sitting in the warehouse. I don't even think it was like at the dock ready to be shipped. So it was like, it was a complete mix up from whoever it was they were working with on location there, I guess in China. Basically something happened, and I guess they never got back to, what is it, Adrema Games or something like that, the company. And so they didn't know about it. So everybody was just thinking it was on its way, and it turned out it was not on its way. So that was pretty fun. But it's still, I mean, some weeks later, I think it was like 2 months later or something like that, it eventually, eventually got to the States, and then it's right here now. Let's see. This one always interested me, but I never took the dive. Got to see this in action. Do you have all the content? I do, Freddie. Yeah, I have all the, what do you want to call it? Every expansion, every major expansion for it, every character. I even have a lot of the, if you could see here, what are these called? The promo packs. They make a bunch of these promo packs. They're like $15 a pop or something like that, and they come with like 7 or 8 chips. Completely unnecessary. I just love the game, and it's one of those things, right? Like, if you love the game, just go for it. And plus, after spending this much, what's another 15 bucks here and there, right? So I have all the promo stuff as well. The only thing I don't have is, like, they even have these books. They're called like log books or something like that, and they're basically story inside of these really nice looking, almost like journals, like adventure journals, if you will. And there's 2 of them out there, one for the original game and one for Undertow. Those are kind of the only things I don't have. I don't really feel, I don't feel an urge to get those, especially when they have the PDFs for both of them online for free. So if you ever wanted to check them out, you can certainly do so. I was just questioning whether or not it was the third. I have 2nd edition, and I'm waiting on 3rd. Okay, cool, man. This will be the first one for me, so I'm really excited, dude. I'm really excited. And I don't think they even did they? I forgot. I don't pay attention to every single update, but did they change a lot from 2nd or 3rd? Like the expansions might be, like the 2 expansions might be different or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what might be different, but still. I mean, if anything's different, if you love the game, right, then it's, then why not? Let's see. US. Start trying to figure out where my copy is. Yeah, I mean, but I just got it Monday. So, like, it's sending out. So, like, if you don't have it yet, I wouldn't worry about it. Now, I did receive a shipping notification probably like a solid week ago, but then it hit the weekend, so it took a little longer. So hopefully you have at least a shipping notification by now. Even if not, I wouldn't worry too much, man. That's just kind of how it goes, right, with the games. It's like, oh, what are you doing, guy? That's like Conan, like the Conquer. It's a new Kickstarter. It's here in the States. It's sending out to a few people. I haven't even gotten a shipping notification yet, and I'm super anxious. But it's just par for the course, man. All in on Marvel's Homicide. Lil Will, hey bud, great to see you playing this great game. Thank you, man. I love this game, dude. It's fantastic, and I really like Nugget as well. She's a lot of fun. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Great to have you here. Went all in on Marvel Zombies. No Galactus. No Galactus. Okay. All right. Is that a solid stance, or are you still kind of like maybe? I think that's where I might go as well. Maybe not all in. Maybe not all in. Maybe like what I'm thinking right now is maybe the core, maybe the X-Men thing. I haven't even checked the site for a long time, so I don't know exactly what's added. Like, I'm sure they got a bunch of stuff now, but I'm not going to go all in on it. I'm not going to go all in. All right, so we have that. We need to get our health for this. All right, and this is the, I know I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but this is the promo for Nugget. The original chip looks like this. So it is a little different. The artist that does this kind of stuff for them is fantastic. He does a lot of artwork for Too Many Bones, Cloudspire. I think he's working on the new Hoplomachus, maybe a little bit of Burn Cycle. I'm not sure exactly what he does, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then the innate +1 side, it's got the little skulls. So pretty sick, pretty cool. And that's what we're going to be using today. So why get the promo stuff if you're not going to use it? All right, so let's get this back in focus if we can. If it keeps this up, I'm going to have to take the focus off. And maybe I just should now. Man, this camera's so annoying. All right, sorry about that, everybody. So let's take this off and we should be good to go. Let's take it off and then, all right. So we're just going to leave it there, and I think I'm just going to read out the cards as needed. All right, so here is Lockgear setup. Despite your directive to eliminate him, Lockgear has begged and pleaded for you to allow him to lead you to the lab where he was held captive instead. You reluctantly agree, knowing that this may grant you valuable insight into council activities. This guy's a pest, man, I'm telling you. This guy is a pest. Place Lockgear's chip in any prep area at the start of your adventure. We're not going to put him exactly on the prep area. We're going to leave him a little bit off to the side here. Lockgear's Tyrant encounters contain appeasement requirements, which are considered in play as soon as the Tyrant encounter is drawn. Each day, the party must fulfill all appeasement requirements under Lockgear's chip in order to keep Lockgear content. After completing a Tyrant encounter, regardless of if it's a success or not, place the encounter card under Lockgear's chip with the appeasement text showing. If you fail to appease Lockgear on any day by not meeting the requirements of all appeasements in play, Lockgear will run away after the recovery phase that day. If this occurs, discard all the Tyrant encounter cards we had under Lockgear's chip and from the encounter deck here, shuffling the deck afterwards, and remove Lockgear's chip from your prep area. You no longer need to appease Lockgear, but you will also not get the benefit of reducing his stats during the Tyrant battle. Alternatively, after any recovery phase, the party may opt to dismiss Lockgear, basically we kick his ass out, and free itself from appeasement requirements. Thank the Lord. Upon doing so, discard all remaining Tyrant encounter cards from your encounter deck. So we would then take those out of there. And remove Lockgear's chip from your prep area and move all appeasement cards from your prep area to under Lockgear's Tyrant card with the appeasements covered. These cards will serve to impact Lockgear's stats during the Tyrant battle. You must dismiss Lockgear before you face him in the Tyrant battle. So again, we're going to try to hang on to him as long as possible, as annoying as he is. We're trying to get, I would like to get at least 4. But depending on what the cards are doing and our status and everything like that, maybe I'll have to kick him out at 3, something like that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how far we can get with him. So that is Lockgear. We're gonna place him here, or place him here, and we're gonna place his die here, just so we kind of can still keep track on the board here. All right. So just catch up on the A Cosmonaut. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by, dude. Really appreciate it. Great to have you here, man. We'll just read a few comments and then we'll get started. This got in TMB a month ago. I have oh, nice, dude. The new small box version. Wow. Right after I bought 40 Days, Tyrant, Tyranny, Gilly, and the premium health chips. No regrets. Yeah, dude. It's if you haven't heard it yet, I mean, I think I've been started saying this on every video. I've heard this from elsewhere too, and it was true for me. It's one of those games that once you get it, because everybody's asking where do I start, and everybody's giving advice. But then it always comes up, well, once you get it, you're going to want all of it. So it's just one of those types of games. No Galactus, I can't justify. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing, man. You might play him one time and it'd be cool, but he's just a showpiece. Yeah. But getting everything else, I move around too much anyway. Military. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for serving, dude. I would hate for it to break during a move. Yeah, man, and that's the next thing, right? It's just too fragile. If you wanted something like that, you might even be able to, like if you wanted a statue, I haven't really looked into showcase things like that, but if you wanted something cool, you know, that big to just sit around, you might be able to pay, like, maybe something cheaper that, you know, for something that fits that exact role. I mean, shit, maybe you could even just do that anyway and still use them in the game. You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, so we are ready. We have we need to do one more point. Just make sure we have 5 health. We do. We're ready here. And oh yeah, we need another stat. So like we were saying, because of the appeasement cards, and we might draw one early, at least not the first 2 days. We know they're going to be day 1 and day 2 special encounters. And I just realized I have the special encounter cards in there that I might need to get out if we need to. But until then, we can just play. So knowing we have the appeasement cards, and I am probably going to want to get these stats up before we possibly get one of those that say if we fail, we have to discard those training points. Maybe I'm just going to put this in defense. I think I'm just going to put that in defense. Yeah, I'm going to put that in defense. Or I guess we don't automatically get it. So let's we get a free reroll. Okay. All right, so let's put 1 in here. All right, so we are ready to rock and roll. All right, so we're on 1. We got all the chips shuffled. Everything else is set up. We got 0 here, and we are good to go. All right, so let's do the day 1 encounter. All right, eat or retreat. Success. The escape from Obendar was draining, but now the real struggle begins. Better judgment stands at odds with the stomach's grumbling. Obviously, it's necessary to get as far away from the city walls as possible, but doing so without finding cover to rest a bit and eat may have dire consequences before long. A dissonant symphony of whirring mechs overhead, shouting guards nearby, and a stomach in anguish serves as a reminder that no choice is safe, and this journey is already fraught with hardship. All right, so we got a land encounter. Oh yeah, I took off the focus. We have 2 combat. 2 non-combat, sorry. So keep moving. Each gearlock gains 1 dex stat. Increase stat die by 1. That's pretty cool. Or take a few minutes to get a lay of the land before proceeding. Turn over the top baddie chip in each baddie stack. Ooh. If we do that, we also get a loot. So, remembering Nuggets and Nate, we would draw these 2 plus 1, and then we would have to discard 1. So we could go through, we could take a look at 3 loot. Alternatively, I mean, we would get a guaranteed training point. Alternatively, we would also get a dex stat. But another big thing about this bottom one is turn over the top baddie chip in each baddie stack. And we would get 2 loot. But that 1 dex is tempting as well. Man, these decisions, man. Already out of the gate, day 1. Day 1. The poker chip health markers are perfect. Like seeing people's custom setups. Yeah, dude, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, these people always ask me about these in each Too Many Bones playthrough that I did. I think these are called like Bry Belly. I got these off Amazon. But yeah, dude, I like them a lot because, you know, when the health chips are underneath of the baddies, you know, you can kind of, you know, easier tell, okay, that was the guy from lane 1. Like when you go to place a new baddie, you can kind of say, okay, you know, this lane is still open, so he'll go here. It just helps a little bit instead of using the separate these with just red chips underneath them. But yeah, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. All right, so what do we say here? 1 dex, 1 training point, and a loot, or 2 loot, a training point, and we get to look at each baddie stack. I'm thinking the baddie stack with that extra loot. I know it's a dex. Oh man. If we did take that dex, where would this point go to? Should we bump up? I probably would get a dex. I'd probably get dex and probably long blade. That's what I would probably do. I mean, we could scout anyway, right? We could scout here anyway. I'm not too worried about the 3-point crown and mechs. I'm not too worried about that. And day 5 is still a 5-point baddie, is still a ways off. And the 20, we might not even face a 20. So as good as that is, I'm most likely still going to scout a 1 point anyway. So as good as that is, I'm still going to draw 2 loot. And then I can keep 1. Yeah, I'm going to do the first one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Loot can be a game changer. I know, man. It really can be. Both of these are super tough decisions, especially with Nugget, where you can draw 3 loot in this situation. If we took the second choice and keep 2 of them, that can be huge. But I can still draw 2 and keep 1, so I can still kind of, you know. And we're still gonna get loot anyways, right? And hopefully we get our innate +1. I think I'm gonna take dex. Yeah, so let's take dex. So we'll take 1 in dex, and I think we're gonna get long blade here. Solid, all reliable. Where did you get the chip holder? I also got that off Amazon. Now Chip Theory Games does have their own. It's like a 3 row stand, but this one is just, it was part of like a poker set, which just came like with a few of these trays, and it's just 5 of these. And it just holds all the baddies for me. So it works, but the 3 row ones from Chip Theory Games, I mean, they work as well. All right, so we took that. All right, so we also get loot. So let's draw 2, and let's take a look. So we got augmented footwear, single battle. Anytime on your turn, move 1 adjacent position. Does not cost dex. Place this loot in prep area as a reminder. That's pretty good. But that's only a single battle, right? It's only a single battle. We also have Fortunate Discovery. Select one of your consumable skill dice and place it in a spot on your mat. It is now available for use. Now, that could be good. However, Gem Decoy, basically you roll that as soon as you get it, and it basically acts as this, it's like a shiny gem, and you place it onto the battle mat, and depending on what it rolls, there's 1 pointers, 5, and a single 20 on here. So depending on what you roll, if we got a 5, we can place this on a spot, and then a 5-point baddie will go to that spot. So it kind of can lure them away a little bit. So while cool, if we have Wildborn, I mean, it could come in handy. And then Scrambler, I forgot exactly what Scrambler does. Scrambler, place in lock slot when acquired. Use this die during a lockpick attempt. I'm not overly worried about Trove Loot. So I might just keep Augmented Footwear. Anytime on your turn, move 1 adjacent position. Does not cost dex. I think we're going to keep that. I'll place that over there. All right. Did you get anything from the recent Kickstarter? Yeah, so right now, I just did the It's like the 220 pledge. It's like the Unbreakable with what all the new gear locks and stuff like that. I didn't add any add-ons past that yet, but I am going to. You know, I got to get some more trays for the Tyrants and gear locks. I think I'm gonna get this solo co-op playmat. And what else am I gonna get? I think I was gonna get something else. I forget exactly what right now. All right, so we got this. We got a point there. And then what else? Like losing it here. All right, so we did this. Okay, so now on to recovery phase. All right, so recovery phase, we're at full HP. So let's scout. We got a 5. So what do we want? A 1 point, one of the 3 points, or 5 point? Again, I'm not too worried about the 5 point for some time, but we might not roll another 5, or we might not be at full HP again. So while we can probably take on the 1 pointers easier, let's take a look at the 5 point. Let's just take a look at the 5 pointer here. So we got dive, flight, signal. Now I think I'm going to put this guy in the back. I hate this guy, this Griffin Howler. 5 health, 5 initiative, 3 attack dice, dive, flight, and signal 1. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. But that being said, most of the 5 points are, you know, they're no slouch. But I am going to put that guy behind. All right, so that was the recovery phase. Let's go to day 2. All right, we got all our stats, right? And we got this. Let's put this over here so we don't forget. Adventure map. That's also what I'm getting. All in for me. No play mats, though. Nice. Do you have the trove? Are you getting the trove chest as well? Thanks again. I see on the Kickstarter page, Mac and I, it's just being sent out. You got lucky. I immediately curried for status. Watch this later. Thanks again. Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by, man. Yeah, hopefully you get the game soon. You'll have to let me know when you do. And if you have some time, stop by Saturday. It seems like I'll be playing that. Adventure mat. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the adventure mat, dude. I have all that other stuff. You know, the adventure mat right here. Yeah, I got to get it for this new stuff. I love the game. I'm not just going to get everything else, but the new adventure map for the latest Unbreakable. Like, no way, dude. No way. I love the mechanics that, you know, the lava stuff looks really interesting. See what the ultimate... Yes, dude. When is that supposed to get here? Is that supposed to be sent out with everything else? Because I pre-ordered that probably at this time. What they had it available for pre-order, I think not this past, you know, they always have that end of the year stuff where you can like get the promo stuff. And I think they had it in 2020. Is that right? Like over a year ago. Something like that. But that book looks sick, dude. You open up the book and it just looks... I saw like a little prototype of it. And I think it was just it was just white paper. Dude, it looked amazing. James Dio, True Chest, love content. Oh my God. Dude, where are you finding these deals? Dude, where are you finding these deals? Oh my God, dude. That is amazing, man. That is amazing. Yeah, you made out. All right, so let's look at day 2 here. My goodness. Yeah, you're right, dude. I do think it was 2020. I know it was a long time ago. And right when it was announced, dude, I pre-ordered it then. All right, so we got a special encounter. Okay, day 2. Should I stay or should I row? Sailing the Cybron means building a raft. A task completed after a few hours of sweaty work. Time to push off. Before the maiden voyage of the USS Nobulus's Bane can begin, however, a flaming arrow kathunks into a plank. A glance at the wood's edge reveals a clutch of aspiring pirates perched in a tree stand, knocking more projectiles to rain down from on high. To stay and fight means facing the group with mechs close on our heels, but feeling now will allow the novice marauders to put holes in the raft structure, and in the raft's captain if an enemy manages to jump aboard. All right, so we got 2 different types of encounters here, both combat, 1 water, 1 land. The water one, the first one, is if I row, there will be trouble. Baddie points, add a crown. All baddies enter battle mat with a 2 HP stat. Place 1 wreckage chip on the raft. If I stay, there will be double. This is the second one on land. Baddie points, add 2 mechs. All baddies enter battle mat with a 2 HP stat. Alright, so taking a look at this, we're going to face 2 1-point baddies. And if we do the top one, we'll add a crown. All baddies come in with 2 HP and place 1 wreckage chip on the raft. I'm not too worried about wreckage. Has anybody else like not really had too much of an issue with wreckage? It just seems to me I never really have that big of a problem. I mean, I guess if there's a lot of crown on the board, it could be, but all right. And then so for the mech one on the bottom, 2 1-pointers, but we add 2 mechs. But they also still come in with 2 HP stat. Now, a lot of the mechs they come on with automatic defense. So that 2 HP, as good as it sounds, with mechs, it's not always... the mechs don't really have that high of a health anyway. At least from what I've seen. Alright, so... But with the mech one, we would get a loot. We would get a loot. Are we at a point now, though, where we could face 4 baddies versus 3? And the mechs, like I said, they would most likely come in with defense. And a lot of them have like automatic generated defense, like it bumps up without even having to roll. Like it's like an auto repair type of deal. I think... Let's see, I think it was the one auction on BGG for a local fleet. I was the only one who bid. God, man. Usually target them first, have a lot of price. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, and depending on the board, I usually just start right next to one so they don't have to move, decreasing the chances of more wreckage being put on. So what do you guys think? Top one, water, adds 1 crown, so 3 baddies, all 2 HP, or the bottom one, 4 baddies, 2 mechs, all still at 2 HP. I don't know. We could probably handle 4, but is it a risk? Now we'll get 2 training points. I don't think I want to take that risk right now. I know it's a loot. We'll get more loot. Man. Let's just kind of still take it safe. Again, the 2 HP probably won't be a problem, but with the mechs, probably coming on with already defense, it's not just 2 that we'll have to get through. We are rolling 2 attack dice, and we do have revitalize, so we could heal. If we had maybe 1 more health, maybe I would do it, but I don't think right now. I think I'm going to take the top one. Only 2 defense. Only 2 defense. For the mechs, like they got 2 HP, but sometimes some of those mechs come on with an automatic. You got to put a defense die on them, and they don't even have to roll yet. I think I'm gonna take the top. I'm taking a little easy right now. All right, so let's do the water, right? All right. So we're doing the water. So we're going to do baddie points. So we got 2, and we add 2 crown. So let's put it like this. All right, so the first one we have is... I'm glad we took the first one, man. Hardy and Compound. It's like the worst combination probably in the game. 2 defense. Oh, yeah. You're right, dude. You're right. Hardy and Compound. Only if it had break would it probably be the worst thing ever. So Hardy and Compound. So Hardy means it can only take max 1 damage per, attack against it. And compound, it rolls a number of attack dice based on whatever the round number is. So that can get out of hand pretty fast. So he comes on, and he has 6 initiative as well, man. These kobolds, I'm telling you, man, they can be really annoying. And he's ranged, so he's going to start down here. Who do we have next? We have Dire Wolf Pup. This guy's got Lashback 1 attack die. And we should have scouted row 1. What can I say? So he's coming on, number 2. He's got 3 health, 3 initiative. All right, melee, and then we have the Crown Lure, 4 health, 4 initiative, 2 attack dice, and shock 1. Oof. Oh, we add 1. Whew. Oh, they come in with 2 HP. Luckily, I'm catching this stuff now, man. All right, so he's coming on spot 5. So 2 HP. I almost messed that up, man. I would have been pissed if that would have been the end. All right, so 2 HP. Starts on spot 5, and a wreckage chip. Does it say where to put the place 1 wreckage chip on the raft? I guess we'll just place it. Here, because where's he gonna go next? 6, and then he's gonna go to 1. So maybe let's put it on here. Let's put it on there, because he'll go to 6, then 1, then 2. Right? Yeah. All right. And that way it's out of the way. Yeah, dude. I know. It does. I mean that's why she's also so good with the long blade. But if you don't have a gear lock like that, and you get a baddie with break, dude, it's like you're kind of pissed. Or if you don't have a baddie with, you know, some sort of attack on the backup plan, it can be kind of rough, man. All right, so we did that. All have 2 HP, which we did. We only add 1 crown and place a wreckage on the raft. Okay, all right, so that's good. All right, so where are we gonna go? So this guy is Lashback 1. He's only rolling 1 attack dice. We're not too worried about him right now. This guy's hardy. What does shock do? I forgot. What does shock do? Shock. Exhaust number of skill dice. That player's choice from the target's skill area. Okay. Exhaust number of skill dice. Yeah. So, you know what? We're actually going to place this. We're going to place this here. Right? Let's place that there. I guess that didn't matter. That didn't matter because he'll still attack 1 that's not already. Yeah, so that doesn't matter. So let's go here. That doesn't matter. I was trying to plan out I guess I could put it here. No, because then he's going to go to 6 next. I don't think it matters, right? Okay, let's just put it there. All right. So where do we want to start? I don't want to stand next to this guy just yet. I don't want to do that. I do want to take out this guy. He's going to become a problem. I mean, but we also could just take this guy out. We got to see where we start. And we got to put this on the board. We got a 3. All right, so knowing that he's going to go first, we could take this guy out before he does anything, hopefully killing him. I mean, we have 2. Our turn would look something like this. What do we got? 4. We could do this to kind of guarantee kill him, hopefully. Right? We can only roll 4. So we could take him out. That would only save 1. And then next time this guy would roll 2. So this is always 1. So I think I might actually start here. Because I don't have any sling stones. Or, you know what, alternatively, I could start there, do this for ranged, and roll 2 defense, get my defense up already. Just start plugging him, because he can only take 1 anyway, so this is going to be a guaranteed 1. So that might be what I want to do. That might be what I want to do. Or I just... Or I could, since this guy's going to move over to here, I could just like post up here. Oh, but that's going to be... I'll have to spend 1. Breaking early game. Yeah, all right. So I'm trying to map this out. I don't want to take the 2 right now, right? I'm only going to take 1 until it's my turn. If I start anywhere besides right next to him. But I also want to plan this out just to avoid... I mean, I guess I don't have to take him out yet. It'll only be 2 wreckage chips, right? So it'll go here. So I could, if I do something like this, I could do the long blade on him, just to eventually take him out. Because I don't want him to get to round 3, right? I don't want him to get to round 3 rolling 3 attack dice. So if I stand here, I could do long blade ranged against him, 2 defense. And then when it gets to this guy, he won't be able to get me, right? And then so after this, after 6, he'll go to 1. Damaging that, then I could go handle him. Or this is interesting. Or I could just go maybe here and just go down and instantly kill this guy. But I'm not too worried about him right now. Let's start here. So this guy isn't going to come get us. We'll get our defense up. This guy will go here, then wreck this, and then he'll go here, and then maybe after that we can go right up to his face and kill him. All right, let's just do this. Let's just do this. We're going to attack this guy. All right, so we deal 1 to him, right? Get a bone, and we get a defense. All right. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. Sorry. This happens to me sometimes where I'm like, I start planning out my move, and then I just instantly do it. All right, so let's start with the, we got to start with this guy. All right, so he's rolling 1 against us. 2. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. That is rough. All right, so this guy's going, and he's got to attack. He did get it, right? So here. Now it's our turn, so we're going to do that same thing. And where is Longblade? All right, so same thing. All right, we deal 1 to him. All right. All right, so that was our turn. This guy's gonna go, right? All right, now next round. Oh man. All right, so he's rolling 2 attack dice against us. Are you serious, dude? I just died. I just died. Are you serious, man? God, this guy had the worst rolls on. Oh my God. That's unbelievable, man. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. 2 training points. 2 freaking training points gone. That is unreal. I've never had that bad of luck from a single baddie like that. Man, okay, well, all right, so we lose 2 training points just like that. Nobody else even hit me, man. Nobody else even hit me. So it's like I was going right after this guy and I could only do 1 against him. It's not like I could have done more against this guy. God bless. 6. In 2 turns, he hit me with 6 damage. 2 training points on day 2. On day 2, when it's a special encounter. It's supposed to be easy. Oh, man, dude. Okay. All right. Well, that's a loss. That's a loss, man. Honestly, man, I've never lost on day 2 before. I've never lost on day 2 before. Okay. All right. So we're going back. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, Nugget, she has like she's all over the board, right? She goes from like 2 to 5. So she's like all over. Man, but still though, like that was super unfortunate. Anything else but 2 2s and we would have at least been alive. We might have probably hopefully gotten another bone. We would have killed him. Another bone we would have revitalized. All right, thanks a lot, man. KB Zombie. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Thanks for stopping by. If we at least would have got another bone, we would have killed this guy, got another bone, revitalized to heal. Oh, man. Dude, that was rough. That was rough. 2 training points down the toilet. Okay, all right. All right, so we don't get that. Okay. I'm actually really salty about that. Okay. All right, so now it goes to recovery phase. So we are going to heal back up. So let's go up to 5. So we get 2 more. Back up to 5. Okay. Oh, man. All right, so on to day 3. On to day 3. All right, so we have a Lockgear encounter. Kill them with kindness. Don't hurt them. It's not their fault. They're only following their instinct. Lockgear is desperate. The pitiful tyrant uses his body as a barrier, doing everything in his power to keep a mortal blow from being struck on the enemy. The Ebon, as usual, do not seem interested in Lockgear's pleas. So it says, this guy's worse than the baddies. Lockgear complains loudly while you train to become a more efficient killing machine. His never-ending pleading and begging leaves little time to practice specific techniques still needing work. Immediately draw and proceed yet today with the next encounter in the encounter deck. So this appeasement is, Lockgear is appeased if the party loses all training points from unsuccessful attack and defense training point attempts, instead of using the training points elsewhere. That's exactly the one we wanted to see later on, not right now. Because I at least do want to get another defense. Man, this is getting this is getting interesting. Okay. All right, so that goes on here, and we immediately draw another encounter card, and this could be another Tyrant encounter as well. So we got Spawn Spearing. So little is known about Kreln and their recent proliferation in the Cybron that attempting to avoid them is a difficult venture. I don't know if I said thanks for stopping by, KB Zombie. Appreciate it. Case in point, it's Kreln spawning season. No book or almanac in Daylore could have pinpointed this particularly dangerous time of year. And now we floated right into a Kreln spawning nest. The Kreln here are still small and non-threatening. Soon they'll leave the nest and begin to assert their dominance over Daylore's waterways. Of course, slaying what we can as we float by will make their reign over the river just a little less oppressive. So, this is another water encounter. There's only one. Let's poke some Kreln. Place 5 crown face down on crown starting positions. Set aside 10 attack dice and 4 defense dice as spearing dice. Choose a crown, but before revealing, commit an amount of dice to it. Reveal the crown and roll committed attack defense dice. If number values on the dice are equal to or greater than the crown's HP, it is speared. Continue this process until no more spearing dice remain. For each crown successfully speared, Gearlock gains 2 buff HP. So this can be really good. We only get 1 training attempt or skill point for this, but still, this is a fun one. So we're gonna do 5. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Crown starting positions doesn't really matter, right? And then we got to get 10 dice. 10 attack and 4 defense. 2 says 5. I actually have to get out more. All right. Seems that I only have 9 in this. I only try to keep everything I need for solo like in this one container, but every once in a while I do need to get out something else. Okay, so we have 5, 10 attack and 4 defense, right? Set aside 10 attack dice and 4 defense dice. So we have to allocate these to, so what are we gonna do? So now the defense dice have a higher chance of bones, right? Have a higher chance of bones. So they hit a little bit less. So what I think we're gonna do, maybe we're gonna do something like, maybe that. Some crown probably have like 2 HP, right? What does this look like if we do like 2 of these? Maybe like 3. We risk 1 for having like something like that. Or do we just want to do this 4 times? That might not be bad. That might be pretty good. All right. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. All right. So let's see what we got. All right. So 4 HP. That's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. 2 and 2 bones. Okay. This is lost. All right. Let's see what this guy is. 2 HP or 5 HP. All right. So we can't. Yeah, we can't get it, but it'll be. So we got 4. Still not enough, of course. All right. What do we got? 5 HP. All right, that's lost. Man, this is getting rough, boys. All right, so what do we got? 3 HP. All right, let's do it. Let's get it. All right, missed that. All right, maybe we can redeem ourselves. Okay, 2 HP. Come on. All right, Jesus, we got 1 at least. 2 buff HP. My goodness. My goodness. And what are we gonna do? Do we want to shuffle these yet? Let's wait until we need those, and then we'll shuffle. All right. That could have went better. That could have went better. That could have went better. At least we got 1. Okay. All right. So we get 1 training point and 1. I keep forgetting what the name of that progress point. All right, so what are we going to spend this 1 point on? Man, that sucked. So we also have this that we have to remember. That's why I didn't want to get this right away. I mean, is it Wildborn? Maybe it's Wildborn or Health. Wildborn can help us to get rid of some baddies if it gets to become too much. Use the Wildborn, put them at the back of the build queue, so they're not in that exact turn. You know, like say they're after us, they won't attack us afterwards because they'll be on the back of the build queue coming in at next round. And we're gonna go to 4, so that could be useful right now. I really needed those skill points. I really needed those. I really needed those. I really needed those too. Okay. So what are we gonna do? We got 1. We got 1. We could go to 6 health, but we do have the buff HP right now. We do have the buff HP right now. And we can scout. And we can scout. So maybe let's save health for next time, right? Do we want to risk attack or defense? I don't think so, dude. I can't lose another one. So let's get Wildborn. Let's get Wildborn. I can't lose another one. All right, so we got Wildborn here. All right, so recovery phase. We're gonna scout. We got a 6. I'm not worried about 20s. I'm not worried about 20s right now. So, 5, maybe 5. Maybe 5. I think I might go with 1. Because if everything is normal in the next encounter, we're going to face 4 1-point baddies. We're going to face 4 1-point baddies. It's either 1 or 5. 5 can be brutal, and I will face 5 2 days from now. I will face 5 2 days from now. Let's scout a 5. All right, so we got dodge. We got this guy, Chimp Sentinel. He's got 2 attack, 1 defense, 4 health, 6 initiative. He's got dodge and 1 mind. 1 mind means for every other beast type baddie, they're also gonna do 1 attack dice against their target. 4 health. That 2 attack dice can be pretty rough. I forget exactly what dodge is as well. Dodge. This is something about skill points. Dodge. This unit is, oh no. HP cannot be reduced with attack dice. So we do have the long blade. If we keep him, we'll probably have to get Nugget's dagger next time. But they're all rough, man. They are all rough. We really needed those. I'm going to say this all playthrough. Probably for the rest of time. We needed those other 2 skill points on a day 2 encounter. On a day 2 encounter. We're going to keep him on top. We're going to keep him on top. All right, so that was that. Let's go to day 4. Let's keep this here. All right, it's day 4. All right, McAdoo about hunting. It all tastes so gamey. The jungle teems with life, but none of it is all that appetizing after roasting on a spit. Aiming carefully with my bow, I hope that perhaps this little beast tastes half as good as some gobby jerky. But my arrow bounces off it with a loud metallic clank that not only alerts the mech I've attempted to feast upon, but also activates an entire security system embedded in the foliage. Turrets, micro shields, and EMP grenades pop up from the ground. There are no allies to be found, and this security checkpoint looks to have been abandoned a while back. But thankfully, I can make use of these armaments. All right, so there's 2 here, both land in both battles. The top one is build queue, is baddie points. Add 4 mechs. Add 4 mechs. Gearlock has surprise. During your turn, skill dice can be used normally, or they can be thrown at any mech on the battle mat for 1 dex. A thrown skill instantly defeats a mech and deals 2 damage to units adjacent to it. Can only throw skills that are rollable. Exhaust skills after use. Or the bottom one. Build queue is 4 mechs. Gearlock has a barrier that absorbs the first damage dealt by all baddies before removing defense or buff HP for the entire battle. Both choices, if successful, you may find special encounter Council Labs, research and development, and place on top of encounter deck. So for completing this, we get 2 training points and a loot. I can really bounce back with this one, but this might be tough. This might be tough. So the build queue is 4 mechs. 4 mechs. The thing that sucks about Wildborn in this situation is that I would have to roll a 5 because it doesn't have a 3-point side on it. It only has 1s and 5s. That kind of sucks. Let's remove this here. All right. But the first one, baddie points, add 4 mechs. So we're talking 8 baddies. Gearlock has surprise, so we'll go first in initiative order. Skill dice can be used normally, or they can be thrown without applying them at any. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? We need this long blade. We can't get rid of that. We could throw the Wildborn. But that just seems out of reach right now. That just seems way out of reach, especially for 5 HP. But then we have this, and then this bottom one with 4 mechs though. We have a barrier that absorbs the first damage dealt by all baddies. Before removing defense or buff HP for the entire battle. First damage dealt by all baddies. Now, how would you, Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate the support. It means a lot. It really does. It really does. Thank you. So, I think I am going to do this, I'm going to do the bottom one. I don't have enough skills to be able to do that. I need Longblade. So, with that being said, how would you guys determine that? So the first damage dealt by all baddies. So as soon as the first baddie hits me, that barrier goes away, right? Or is that each damage, like a damage by each baddie? I think it's the first thing I said. Now that I'm talking about it out loud. Okay, so we have a barrier. So let's do our baddie points. So we get 4 mechs, right? Is that 4? That is 4. Okay. We don't have surprise for this one. So let's see what we got. Please be gentle. Please be gentle on me. All right, so we got 2. This is a land. This is a land. All right. So we got 2. This guy's coming in here. 3 initiative. It's not bad. Self-repair. 2. And disruption if he rolls a bones. He comes in with 2. All right. What else we got? All right, we got this guy here. This guy's rolling 1 attack, and he's got 2 max shield, 3 health. This guy has, what is this guy? Modified farm equipment. That's pretty cool. He's got equipment and swap, so we're going to roll this. First, let's see where he's going. He's going on 2, so let's put him at 3. And then let's see what his equipment is. 3. And we'll take a look at that in a second. So he's coming on. He's got 3 HP, 3 initiative. It's coming on with 3. And 3 for equipment is increases attack stat by 1. So that's sweet. So he's rolling 2 attack. And he's got swap. So we'll have to remember that as well. Next guy, this is going to be rough. This is going to be really rough. Alright, so next guy is going on position 4. He's got 4 health, 3 initiative, 1 attack, 2 defense. He's got intense 1 and self-repair of 1. All right, so he's got 4. What are we on now? This 4. I feel like I'm gonna be complaining about this all session. I feel like since we lost that round 2, it's like cascading. It's cascading nonstop. Okay, it's going on with 2. All right, last guy. We got Mech Hound. 3 health, 3 initiative. So at least their initiative is kind of lower. Where is the... let's put this here. So 3, right? It's all 3s. And then we got green. 3 health. He's going on... Did I just roll this for him? I guess we'll just put it here. I forget if I rolled this for him or not. All right, so he's coming on with 2. All right. Yeah, I know, man. I know, dude. I feel like that's going to become like a joke of mine whenever I'm playing like other games as well. It's like if I'm about to lose or if like the situation is getting dire, if only I had 2 more stats. 2 more stat points. It's rough, man. I mean, thankfully I got this 2 buff HP. I do still have this augmented footwear, but geez, man. I guess it could. The only thing that would have made this situation worse is if we had like maybe 2 appeasements where the first attack or defense die had to go to the appeasements. That would have probably been the only way this could have been worse. This is rough, man. All right. Okay. Some saving grace. Some saving grace with a 4. Okay. All right. So what else? So we have our shield, right? We have our barrier. I thought there was something else that I need to look at. I do want to just check out the swap is... So this guy has equipment. We already did the equipment. He got 1 extra attack die. And he's got swap. So swap, at the end of this unit's turn, it will switch positions with the closest, strongest opposing unit. So that doesn't have to be us. That can be somebody else as well. This guy also has swap, and he has disruption if he rolls a bone. So if he disruption is advanced... Oh, yeah. I guess it's GG. Yeah, disruption. So if he rolls a bones, at the end of the round, it automatically goes to fatigue round. Oh, yeah, we lost. Yeah, we lost, right? We lost. Because, again, mechs don't take fatigue damage. Okay. Okay. All right, so, and then what else we got? Self-repair. That's always cool. Self-repair. He also has disruption. Self-repair of 2. And this guy has intense. Intense of 1. Intense is target's backup plan loses number of bones. Remove the leftmost bones first. And he has self-repair of 1. Okay, so we are going first, and we have our barrier here. Okay, my goodness, my goodness. When I'm playing on my own, if I fail early, I just reset. I was about to, especially with it only being day 2. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have done that because it really seems like it's cascading. If it's that early on too, man, yeah. Like, I rarely, unless it's like later on, I'm talking like probably even till like round 4 or 5. If I lose, I'm probably resetting. But for this, I think I just did because I'm like, no, let's not play like with your own house rule stuff. Like, let's just kind of truck it out and do like kind of what you're supposed to do. Okay, so let's so what do we got here? We got 5 health here. Okay. And I do just want to make sure before I get started here, just 1 second, let me just look up one thing, just so I'm not 100% making it hard on myself. I do just want to look up. Let's see. And let's do this. Okay. Okay. I don't see it here. Okay. 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 Yep. All right. All right. We're good. Okay. So now we have to choose where we're going. Okay. So they all get a movement of 2, right? They all get a movement of 2. Is there anybody else? Who can I get off right away? Oh, I'd have to roll Wildborn, and I have to be a 5. That's right. Oh, look at that! Look at that defense. That armor. Oh. All right, these 2 guys are rolling 2 attack dice. 2 attack dice. So if I even start anywhere here, I'm going to be getting hit with 4, and I only have a defense of 2. If only I had 2 more stats. If only I had 2 more stats. Now, I could start closer to here, right? If that's the case, this guy wouldn't need a move. This guy would come off on here. And I guess both of these guys would just maybe come down here. So I could run after that. So I could keep getting away. And this guy wouldn't roll dice because he wouldn't be in range of somebody. So he wouldn't do his disruption. This guy still could. This guy's only rolling 1 attack dice, 2 defense. He does have self-repair of 2. But he also has disruption. I don't want it to get to the fatigue rounds right now. This is going to be one where we're really trying to run around. But if we start up here... Oh, no, we can't start up there. If we start and then go to here, what does their movement look like? This guy's going to go first. So if I'm here, I guess he'd go like here. Right? Yeah, and then green, we can make him do other, yeah. So then after that, if we would try to run away, it'd be hard. What I say? He'd be here. It'd be hard to run away from this guy on the second round. It'd be hard to run away from that guy. We don't have many good plays here. Alternatively, we could stay here. If we do, both of these guys would probably come over here. We could hit him. But then this guy would come over here, kind of blocking us. I guess then we could go boom, boom, boom. But that would be like 3 decks. We could use this. It's rough, man. It's rough. This is rough. This is rough, dude. Okay. Day 4. What's going on? I played earlier. And it was this is more of a rough start. I probably should have restarted after that day 2 encounter. I'm gonna get a shirt made. Yeah, thank you, dude. I'm gonna try to do this. Move 1 adjacent position. It does last the entire battle, so I think I am gonna use it for this. And if successful, I will get to choose between 2 more loot, so that is gonna be important. So I'm gonna use this here. I think I'm gonna get a shirt made with just 2 more stats or something like that. If I only had 2 more stats. Okay. All right. But we gotta pull like a Nemesis playthrough out of this, the Chitrid's expansion. We gotta have like an epic playthrough. We gotta turn this around. So I think regardless, I'm gonna start here. And I think Because I wanna try to run away from these guys. They're both rolling 2 attack dice. I just cannot handle that right now. So I think I'm gonna start here, but the question is, do I move? Do I move? And then do I attack this guy? Man. And what is intense again? Target's backup plan loses. Yeah, I mean, I don't foresee myself one-hitting anybody. I mean, I could this guy, but that's probably not gonna happen. So let's stay here so these guys come down here. I don't want to go here. I have 1 less die to roll. I only have 4 because, you know, of the jokes made earlier. And then these guys would come up here probably. So I don't want that to happen. I want to kind of keep these guys so I can kind of run around here, get them to come. Yeah, so let's keep it there. And let's just get going. I guess I could use Wildborn, but I only have 4 decks. Oh, man. Okay. So let's do that. So let's do the defense. I don't even have any sling stones yet. My goodness. I think in the last one I did when I was like just refreshing on the stuff, I think by day 4 or 5, I think I already had my innate +1 and I had like 3 sling stones. It was crazy. It was just working out that way. You know, the differences can be so drastic. So let's just get this going. So are we doing this? Are we doing this? Oh, and I do have to remember, we do have a barrier for the first time we get attacked. Does that change anything? That might change something. I do have a barrier. Before removing defense dice or buff HP. Okay. This guy does not have... These guys don't have self-repair, so they're not going to get any more defense on. So if that's the case, if we started over here because of that... I'm just playing around. I'm probably still going to do this, but let's just see what happens. So the first guy that would go would be this guy. So if we started here, he wouldn't move, right? But this guy would still get an attack. So he'd still have 2. And he'd probably then swap with me. So then I'd be stuck here. Yeah, he'd swap with me. So I can't do that. I can't do that. All right, so let's just do the game plan like I'm saying. So with that being said, the first time we get attacked... Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. 2 attack and... Yeah. All right, so we got 4 in here. Okay, not a bad attack, but not a good defensive roll. So we knock this out with the 2, and then we deal 2 damage to him. 1, 2, taking him down to 2. All right. This doesn't exhaust. This goes away. Okay, that was our turn. Do we want to do sling stones? This guy has intense. Yeah, he's going to get rid of it anyway, right? He's going to get rid of it. So yeah, let's spend this to get sling stones. Okay, 3 is up. So he's coming to it. All right. And he is rolling 1 attack die. He deals 1. That gets away the barrier. The barrier is gone. But he did not roll a bone. So 3 is going. All right, so 3 is 1, 2. We're going to have him go there. Yellow is going. And he is rolling 1 attack. He got self-repair, and he dealt 1 attack to me. Oh, that gets rid of buff HP first. All right. On to green. All right. He's not rolling, and he's swapping. Right? And non-fans claim there is no strategy with 4x4 grid. Oh, yeah, you're right, dude. You're right. There's quite a bit of strategy with this, man. Especially with solo, where you got to deal with a lot of moving around. Andy says, "Don't give up. My daughter and I are cheering for Nugget." Hey, thanks a lot, Andy, and thank you to your daughter as well. I'm trying. Hopefully we can turn it around, but it's going to be tricky. It is going to be tricky. All right, so that was the first round. We are not on round 6 yet from their disruption, so that is good. Okay, now we have some stuff to think about. Now we have some stuff to really think about. So it's our turn again. We might have to try to use Wildborn here. These guys are going to self-repair. Well, this guy isn't even damaged, so he's not going to. This guy's going to self-repair back up to 2. What does running away look like? I have a free move, so I can move here. And then if I use 2, get up there, I would have 2 decks left, right? I would have 2 decks left. The problem with moving there is, I mean, what would I even do? A long blade and a defense? But if I did that, this guy would go. We could make him go. Either way we make him go. Like if he went here, purple's then gonna go to here, right? Trying to chase me. Yellow would go. Either way we have blue go, either here or here. Yellow can still get to a spot. And then green would come up. I'd be completely surrounded. Now, I guess if green came up, he would swap with me, so he would put me on the outside edge, right? He would put me on the outside edge, but that would be after I've taken all of their attack. But either way, I'm going to need to get out of here. So I could... I mean, if I do something like this here, use this for my free 1 and 1, 2, it still leaves me 2, right? Blue would get to attack me, but in this case, yellow and purple would not. Yellow and purple would not. If I go here, blue and purple would be able to attack me, but green and yellow would not. We have swap there as well. We have swap there as well. So the biggest threat here is disruption. And purple... Oh, green would have... But green would go last. But he'd still swap me. And then so if I went here, blue would be here. Yellow, what? We'd have to go up here to try to go all the way around. Blue would go here, so purple would go here. Green would then swap, so I'd be down here. I guess that could work. Yeah, let's just try that. I mean, I can't fully map out every single thing, right? I don't want to spend 30 minutes per thing. So let's do this with the augmented footwear. And then for 2 decks, to at least try to get a little away. I mean, but that's the thing. What are we doing? 1 and 1? And we'll do it on him. He doesn't have self-repair, so we're just trying to chip away at his shield at this point. And he's attacking last, so he's not going to swap right away, I guess. Alright, so we did 1, taking him down to 1. Alright. It was either the shield or Wildborn, but I think this was probably okay. Alright, so he's going. Self-repair, doesn't need to worry about that. 1 attack dice. Alright, so he deals 1, getting rid of this. That was him. Purple's going, so we're going to have him go up here. Alright. Oh. I didn't think about this. This kind of changes it up a little bit. It actually helps me out. So he's going to swap. And he's going to swap with green, so green won't even be able to attack me. Oh, yeah, he will. He'd still move up. Yeah. Also, that actually makes it worse for me. Okay, so swap at the end of this unit's turn. Yeah. Okay, so that was his turn. He swaps with the strongest adjacent unit. Swap. Okay, yellow is going. So yellow's going to try to go all the way up here, completely blocking me in. I didn't take into account the swap from this guy as well. I only took it into account with green. Ugh, mistake. And he's self-repaired. All right, so green is going, so boom. Oh, I guess it still puts me on the outside after, so he's going to swap. So he's going to roll 2 attack dice. So he deals 2. 1 from buff HP and 1 from me. Down to 4, and he's going to swap. So at least that kind of puts me on the outside, right? All right, so round 3. I need to roll bones. I need to roll bones to get revitalized. Do I stay here and try to take out green? The only problem with doing so is if I actually take out green, which is still kind of unlikely, if I do, by some chance, it leaves me open to blue. But I guess that's not even that big of a deal because he's only rolling 1 attack dice. Oh, man. Okay, so. But then purple's going to come at us, right? Then purple's going to come at us. And then it's going to swap with us. All right, so I guess... Yeah, so we'll stay here. We'll attack green. Blue will come up here, because blue will go next. Purple will go here, do its attack, and then swap with us, putting us down here. Yeah, so we can kind of try to use them to swap us to get us at least out of being cornered, but it's still kind of brutal. Now, I need also the benefit about staying right here is I can roll my full 4 decks. So I guess I'm going to do this. But I mean, here's the thing. Do I do 2 defense dice are better for getting bones because they have 2 sides as bones because I need to get revitalized, and plus this will allow me to get possibly more defense anyway. So let's just do this against this green guy here. All right, so we got a bone, we did an attack and long blade. At least we got 2 defense. So 1 gets rid of this, and long blade deals 1. The next issue is going to be, it's already round 3, right? Even if I somehow manage to fatigue, I don't think there's a way out of this. I don't see us getting out of this. All right, so that was our turn. Blue is going. Doesn't need a self-repair. It's not rolling defense. Purple is going. It's going over here. It's rolling 2 attack dice. Oh my goodness. What is up with these guys rolling 2s? Deals 2 damage to us. Especially not with those rolls. We can't do it. And then it's gonna swap. I guess I could have, I guess I did kind of forget about the augmented footwear there. Maybe I would have went down here, but would that have made that big of a difference? I don't know. All right. Yellow. Actually, it'd be the same distance. So I'm going. All right. So green. Oh, this is not good. All right, everybody. What is the deal with these dice? I think that might almost be it. We just lost out on 2 more training points and loot. Guys, I know some people might think this game can be hard, and it can be at times. but I haven't really seen it this brutal to me, at least to me personally. And there's challenging bits, but this is one of those games where it's just like it is being relentless, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, dude. It's just being rough. It's being way too rough on me. It's not playing fair. Well, that was so that was a waste. That was a waste. Yeah. That was rough. I sure can get worse with those dice. I know, dude. I know. I don't even think 2 extra skill points would have saved me there. All right, so that was it. Okay. All right. I guess we're just gonna try to keep on going. I don't see myself restarting 2 hours into the playthrough, right? So we're just gonna have to kind of keep on going, and we're just gonna see what happens. Yeah, we'll just try to do as much as we can. We'll just try to do as much as we can. Okay, all right. So, let's see. Where is this going? Back here. Actually, we're gonna put these all right here. Now, I guess the only other thing I might have attempted, but still, it would have been rough. It still would have been rough. Was Wildborn. I could have tried to get like a mech or two to the bottom of the build queue, but again, there's only 2 sides in here that are 5s, and I would have needed to get that. So would I have used a 4th of my decks when some turns I didn't even have, like I still needed to get away, you know, a 4th of my decks to use this for a 1/3 chance to hit? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. So I need 8. I have 10 days to do it in. I have 2. I have 2. It's day 4, right? And we lost day 2. We lost day 2 because of that freaking kobold with compound rolling 2s nonstop, like he was drinking water. So the dude was just rolling 2s like he couldn't roll anything else. And then we lost out on 2 there, 2 training points. Wait, do we have 2 or do we have 3? Oh no, that was the yeah, that was the crown one. Yeah, that was the crown. That was the crown one. And then we just lost this. So we missed out on 2 progress points and 4 training points and a loot. I don't I don't love the odds. Sometimes nothing will let you survive. Yeah, I know, man. That's true. That's true. 2, not your 2. That's right. Missed out on 2 training points. 2 rolls for the baddies nonstop. Where are R2s? That's what I'm asking. All right, that's rough. But all right, let's just see what we can do. Yeah, so we can't lose anymore. We cannot lose anymore. And then if we do, and we absolutely we lose the whole campaign, then this can be a training guide of what not to do. I will leave this up, and everybody can point to this and say, you know, this is how you don't play too many bones. All right, so I put all my health back for some reason. I guess that's just actually how this playthrough is going to go. All right, so recovery phase, we're going to heal back up to 5 health. And we're going to go to day 5. Okay. Let's put Wildborn back. Yeah, I don't see much else we could have done there. We only had 4 decks. Dude, those initial 2 training points, that really hurt. That was really hurt. Okay. It's fine. So let's put these back. All we can do is the best we can. That's all we can do. All right, so let's go next encounter. Oh, this goes away too because we use this. All right. Wet bar. Just some wood, some binding, and some tar to seal it. Maybe a sail if you're feeling fancy. Raft building is supposed to be simple and is taught early in Gearlock academies. This raft would not have passed any test, and these rapids are harsher than any academy instructor. As I sift through the broken remains, I ponder where it all went wrong. Well, you needed 2 more training points to build that better raft. I can't afford to make the same mistakes, but I don't have time to analyze my original design. All right, so we have 2 options here. Here at the pier, this is a land encounter. Baddie points include mechs, so that would actually be a little bit better because including is a little bit different, right? You take the number of baddie points and subtract, in this case, 3. So we would be 2 1-point baddies and a mech. Or we have Slaughter on the Water. This is a raft encounter. Baddie points include crown, and I think this is what we're gonna do here. Before battle, place 4 wreckage chips anywhere in lane 1 and 2. For this battle only, Gearlock may spend a dex anytime during their turn to remove an adjacent wreckage chip. 1 dex per chip. The difference is we would get an additional training point for this. I can't not risk it anymore, right? So it would be the same amount of baddies. The only thing we'd really have to watch is the wreckage because there's already 4. If another one would get put on, the raft is just destroyed and we lose the encounter. That would be the ultimate way to go out in this playthrough if we get our raft destroyed. We're just sitting on this busted raft. And his crown comes up and he's just like, not today. So let's do that one. So we got to risk it. We got to risk it. All right, so let's flip this. All right, so we get baddie points include crown. So we're at 5. So it's going to be 2 and a crown here. All right. All right, so first up, before battle, let's place our wreckage chips. So before battle. So let's turn this over. I didn't really see that. Place 4 wreckage chips anywhere in lane 1 and 2. So usually how I've handled this is something like this. Before. It just kind of still leaves, these spots open where we can kind of start. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. All right, so now, and there's only 1 crown, so we're probably gonna start next to him. So we got a Dragon Biddy. It's got 3 health, 4 initiative. It's coming on 4. It's got 1, and he has weaken 1, so he's already gonna put our dex at a lower amount. So he is melee. So he is gonna start. That is there, so he's going to start at the next available melee spot in order. That would have been purple, right? So purple's covered, and then actually it would have went to 3. Okay, who do we have next? We have Chimp Acrobat. It's got Blind Strike 1, so he'll deal 1 damage to, I think it's the strongest adjacent unit, and he has Dodge. It's got 2 health. And 4 initiative. I'm not liking this high initiative stuff, for sure. So he would have started on melee purple, melee yellow, and then melee green. And then we have this guy right here. This is the one. Crown Bloodseeker. He's got 1 attack, bleed. So that's fun. 4 health and 3 initiative. And he's coming on spot 4. What is 3? Okay, so he's got 4 health. Oh, man. And then he's coming on spot 4, right? Right there. All right. And he's got 3 initiative. Oh, boy. And we started with 3. Come on, man. Okay. Okay. Too many twos on a Tuesday. I know, man. I know. I know. It's been rough. No twos for me. All twos for the bad guys. All right. All right. So where are we starting? Where are we starting? Where are we starting? I forget what is dodge again. Dodge. This unit's HP cannot be reduced with attack dice. Okay. All right. So, the only good thing about this is I'm thinking about starting here. And that's because this guy will not be able to get to me this turn. And I want to try to take this guy out maybe before he puts a bleed on me. The only other problem is we only have 4 decks, and this guy's going to put a weaken 1 on us. So we're only going to roll 3 dice. We're only going to roll 3 dice. So this would be 1. That would be 1. I don't want to use any sling stones, right? And I mean, honestly, my ideal would be something like this, because I at least want to have some defense. I at least want to have some defense. Because strongest adjacent, yeah. Anywhere else, this guy could get me, right? Anywhere else. I mean, I guess it's not terrible if he did. But what I'm also thinking about is I want to keep next to this guy. I mean, I guess I could like maybe start here. I could start here. I'm also thinking about getting rid of the wreckage chip. What is this guy on? 4? So he's going to go here. Ooh. So what's my alternative? Because I could probably take this guy out in one turn. So do I start here? The problem is I need to get rid of a wreckage chip, because if I'm not there, if I'm not next to him when he moves, he's going to probably do this, and then I instantly lose from the wreckage. So do I start here, use a dex? Oh, man. Do I start here, use a dex to remove the chip? Move down here in that spot, and then roll 2 dice. This, oh no, that would be, yeah, 1 to remove it, 1 to move. Yeah, this guy wouldn't be able to put weaken on us, so we would have 2 left, and that would be this and what, this? Making sure to kill this guy, hopefully. I'd get 1 attack and 1 bleed. I think so. I think I gotta risk that, because I want to take this. I want to take at least one of them out, and I want to get rid of wreckage chip. This guy's then going to be next to us, right? And then maybe after that we can focus on him. We can just sit here, roll some attack dice, and defense. We'd have bleed on us, so we would definitely be on a clock. And bleed with them rolling attack dice is not going to be fun. But I don't see much else, many other options. We could also We could also maybe like go, no, that's not going to work because he's going first. So if I go here, he's going to go one. I'll put him here or something. Oh, and then he's going to go first anyway. He's going to go first anyway. But he's not going to blind strike right away. At the start. Yeah, so he's not going to blind strike. So what? This normally wouldn't be this hard if we were a lot stronger right now, but we're not. We're a 5 health on day 5 with 2 skills and 4 decks. We are not sitting pretty. We are not sitting pretty right now. So I'm trying to really map this out. I could alternatively start maybe like here, have him go here. He would then come down and hit me. So I'd get attacked with 2 attack dice. On my turn, I was thinking about another way to remove a wreckage chip. Damn. Maybe weaken is the one we definitely don't want to get hit with right now, right? Because we want all the attack, all the skill dice, or all dice we can roll. So maybe we start here. Maybe we just kind of do that. But having bleed on us right away, like, really sucks. Because I definitely don't want to go here, because then I'm still going to get attacked by both of these guys, right? I'm still going to get attacked with both of those guys. And then I still won't be able to... I guess I would be able to remove a wreckage chip and stay right there. I could do that. He'd go to 5 and then 6. So he'd put another one on. So then I'd have to what? But I'd be trapped. I'd be trapped and I couldn't get out. I'd be trapped. Okay. Well. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, knowing all this, if I would have went first, it would have been a little bit different. I guess I'm going to try this. I'm just really scared about the... because this guy's not going to be able to attack me. So I am going to... Or do I just stay here and roll 3... Do I just stay here and roll 3 dice against this guy? Try to kill him. And I won't take this. Yeah, let's do that. After all that talk. No. Bottom left looks like the best option. I was thinking of that. But if I do this, right, and I get rid of a wreckage chip, this just kind of, I was really thinking of that too. But looking at this way, what I can possibly do, blue's going to go first. We'll have him come here. Okay, yeah, okay. This is the way. Blue's going to go first. We'll have him come down here, right? And then so he's going to do weaken 1. So I'll only roll 3. That's fine. Purple's then going to go. He's going to come up here trying to go around down through here to get to here, right? So he's not going to be able to attack me. So that's good. Then it's going to be our turn. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to roll 3. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to roll 3 dice. We're going to attack him before he even gets to go. We're going to do a guaranteed 1. So we just need... so that's risky as well, right? Because we need one of these to be a 2. And with my luck, that has not been looking likely. Because if we don't kill him the first time, he's going to do 1 and then put a bleed on us. But even if I go here, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to come here, he's going to attack us for 1 and then put a bleed on us. So it's no different than me standing here. The only difference would be we're getting weakened 1. And this way he won't move, so we won't need to worry about spending that dex to remove this. He'd already be right here. Either way, it's a risk. I think this is just what we're going to try. So let's have this guy go first. So we'll have him come here to block purple, right? So weaken 1 and 1 attack. So he's dealing 1 to us and put a weaken on us. Alright, purple's going. Blind strike, there's nobody there. He's coming up here because he's trying to get over to here now, right? Oh, man. Yeah, I guess that was the next thing, getting surrounded, right? There's not many good options, guys. There's not many good options. So I guess we can, since we only have 3 that we can roll now. Since we only have 3, I guess we're going to try to go after this guy. Or do we try to use Wildborn on this guy? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're just going to do 3 and hope this comes up big. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's rough no matter how you slice it. Yeah, I mean, alternatively, we could try to throw Longborn or Longblade at this guy because he can only be taken down with skill dice. But that would still have to get a 2. We could just try to attack this guy straight up, so he doesn't weaken us every time. He's only got 3 health, so it's entirely possible. It's more likely that than I kill him, because if I don't kill him, this guy's gonna come attack, then it's our turn. We could almost be dead, especially if we're not rolling any defense. Oh man, this is rough, dude. This is rough. I mean, is it this, or do I put a defense dice in there? But I don't think so. If I did that, then I would go after this guy. It's not looking hot no matter how you slice it. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna do alright. Three attacking dice, right? Who do I go after? Risk it for this guy with 4 HP, or try to kill this guy? I'll leave it to you guys. I'll leave it to you guys. Go big. Came in at the perfect time, man. You came in at the perfect time. Freddy's right. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? This guy. And I missed. Alright, so I got him. We still got to go big, man. We still got to go big. Alright, so 3. I did 3. Alright. Okay, well, that's what happens. Sometimes you go big, sometimes it works out. Sometimes you go big and it just flops. Alright, so this guy goes. Alright, so 1 attack. I could use a bone right now. 1 attack. And bleed. Oh yeah, we are toast. We are toast. Okay. Alright, next round. Bleed is really bad. Alright, so round 2. He's going. 1 attack. Putting another weaken on us. This seems fitting. This seems fitting for how we're going out. Come on, we need a bone. Okay, we got a bone. We got a bone. Alright, we got a bone. Alright, blind strike happens. Nothing. He's coming over here. Could use another bone. 1. Yeah. I mean, we need a... I think what we need to do, we're going to need to roll 2 defense and probably get revitalized. Alright, so that's that, right? Our turn. Bleed. We're down to 1. We have 3 decks. We're going to do long blade and this. We're going to roll it against this guy. Yeah, and I was thinking of, like, should we even do that guy anymore? Because he's only rolling 1 defense and we're already bleeding. But we definitely need to, because he would still attack after us, right? So we actually need we actually need 2 bones here. We actually, in order to survive, we need 2 bones. Alright, so at least this guy's dead. And that's gonna be the playthrough, guys. Alright, so he's dead. Right? And it's gonna be taken off. So this guy goes 1 attack, gets rid of this, and he puts a weaken on us, blind strike, gets rid of that, and then this. So this could kill us right here. Yeah, it does. All right. So unfortunately, that was a terrible showing. That was a terrible showing. You know what I'm even thinking about tomorrow. I might just try this again. The same exact thing. I can't restart now. It's already 11:50 my time. I'm not gonna restart on this same stream for after 2 hours and 15 minutes. But this was a terrible display. And because we can't get it anymore, right? We'd have to. How much do we need? Yeah, we can't. So we can't even get it anymore. All because of 2 stats. I do think that was the case. Because we would have had more health. We would have had we had more loot. We wouldn't have had more loot, but we would have had more stats. And that really would have come in handy. I mean, even if, no matter what we would have taken, right? No matter what we would have, if we would have taken another dex, right? And that guy was doing weaken 4, you know, we could have done this, right? This whole battle. We would have had, just with 1 more dex, we would have been getting defense, doing guaranteed damage, right? That would have been huge. And that would have been for the previous battle, right? We would have had that during the previous battle, and then which turn would have allowed us to get 2 more training points, more loot. So I really do think it came down to those training points. That was rough, man. I've never had a game this bad. This is one for me that I'm definitely gonna remember. Sorry guys, I'm gonna pop this in. My my throat is hurting. If you guys don't know, I'm still getting over like a sickness. This game has a nasty snowball effect when things go bad. Yeah, dude. I think what I should have done is I should have restarted after the 2nd day loss. I think I should have done that. I think that would have been a better idea because, dude, I wanted to get the Lockgear. It was entirely possible. I wanted to show more of these appeasements. This can be kind of fun. Like I said, I've played him before, and it is fun when you have stats. Like I had before, my stats were probably something like this, right? And then I had like 2 appeasements, which for your first attack and first defense, you have to allocate to here. But it was no problem. I had Long Blade. I had Nugget's dagger. So I had plenty of other means of doing damage along with a high attack stat. So I was also dealing, you know, while rolling this, easily accommodate, you know, to put one of those there. I was rolling more defense. I had a loot that gave me a bumped up dexterity. So I had a bunch of things. And that's just the difference in the plays. This just went south really fast right from the get-go. But then other times, I could easily do all these appeasements. Health was no problem. I was probably, I think when I fought him, I was at 9 health. I had a bunch of sling stones. I had the gem decoy. I even rolled a 20 for the gem decoy. It was pretty nice. I even had enough points. I got dash, combat proficiency. So I had a lot of cool stuff. That's what I was hoping at least to do somewhat in this playthrough. It just didn't work out that way. Lockgear can be pretty fun. It is pretty interesting getting all that stuff and then having all those cards underneath of him. So it's like that subtracts from his health and attack stat because he is pretty brutal right out of the bat. I mean, 5 attack dice and 9 health, but then to be able to, you know, get that down just by doing these appeasements, it's a fun little thing that you normally don't have to do in Too Many Bones. So it can be pretty fun. And then his timid, it's not bad. He actually stacks up bones on him. It says to place it on the chip, but I'm not placing them all on the chip. I just put them beside him. And then so once he has 4, he actually just uses those 4 and he moves to a spot not adjacent to another unit. So it's pretty easy. And then Revenge, though, he automatically takes 1 health from you and he puts it under himself. You know, he's this little beggar guy, right? He's like stealing stuff from you. So all along the adventure, that's what the appeasements are. You got to keep constantly doing all this stuff just to appease Lockgear, this annoying little gear lock. So it's kind of thematic when you're in the battle. Revenge, he's pissed you kicked him out, so he's like still stealing stuff from you. It's pretty cool. Yeah, really nasty snowball effect. Yeah, things go bad. You're right, dude. I'm not 100% on Wildborn. Another decks would be better. Yeah, so I've used Wildborn with pretty good success. At first, I might have to spit this out. It's a little more juicy than I thought. So at first, like on day 1, 2, Wildborn, you really don't need to worry about it, right? Because Wildborn really comes in handy if it starts to the board starts to become too populated. And I've used it with good success, especially because if you think about it, all the way up until day 5, you're facing 1-point baddies, right? If the encounter card doesn't change that somehow. So if you go to day 4, you're dealing with 4 1-point baddies. Wildborn can really come in handy by taking that off of the battlefield and putting it on the back of the build queue. Essentially, for at least that turn, you know, there's only 3 on, and then they come on at the back of the initiative meter. So if somebody was ahead of you, say like this, and we used Wildborn and we took off the blue guy, he would go to the back now, essentially giving you 2 turns before he would even get his second. You know, so it can be pretty good if it's used correctly. Unfortunately, we did a few Crown and Mechs where they are 3-pointers, and this doesn't have any spots for 3. It's just 1 and 5. So we would have needed to roll the 5, which is kind of unfortunate. But, I mean, that's just how it goes. But it can be pretty good. Hindsight, yeah, maybe in this playthrough, Dex would have been good. But, you know, there's no way that I could have known that, you know, we would have gotten this one. I don't know. I just don't know. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I wanted to do a better job. Maybe there is a small chance that I will try again tomorrow. I don't want this to be the only Nugget versus Lockgear playthrough that I do. This was could have went a lot better. To the pros. I'm no pro, Andy, but thank you. I hope you enjoyed, you and your daughter. Thanks for the support too. I tried. Maybe next time. Yeah. That's just how it goes. I'm actually gonna. This is so juicy, man. I don't want to be slurping nonstop while I'm trying to talk. Ugh. My throat was just feeling a little hoarse. Yeah, but that sucks, man. I'll see what I got going on tomorrow. The game is what it is. Yeah. I'll see what I have going on tomorrow, and I might try to restart because again, I know how to play him, and my luck could have went a lot better. And I think maybe so. Here's a good thing I'll say going forward. And this happened on, if you guys remember, I know some of you were here, for the Cthulhu Death May Die playthrough. I lost early on. One of the characters got destroyed before the ritual was prevented or stopped. And so you would lose before the Elder One comes onto the board. I need to find a system where it's like, okay, because look, if you guys watch playthroughs online, you know, most of the playthroughs out there and are going to be wins, right? If you watch any kind of playthrough, the people are probably winning. These are recorded sessions. Now, I'm not saying that they're changing things up, right? But maybe they're playing a few times and, you know, they're only putting out the stuff when they're wins. I know probably other people have put out losses, but most of the stuff I watch, they are wins. Now, I know games in general, the games are supposed to have a higher win percentage, right? That's where people usually enjoy the game. I get it. I feel the same, that it should be that system. But it just seems like you read stuff online about difficulties in some games. You know, you even see, you know, stuff, I can't win this game, you know, yada, yada, right? And this could be multiple different games, or, you know, what am I doing wrong? This sort of stuff. You guys have probably seen it, or you guys have gotten destroyed by some games before. That's normal. So where is the disconnect between the playthroughs that you're watching versus the kind of reality? And I think I've had losses on my channel. I'm not it's just how it happens. But I like that I'm doing that because it's kind of the reality, you know, behind this. Just because I do these live playthroughs and they go up on YouTube means in no way, shape, or form I know the best strategies in these games. I'm just like you guys, right? I'm just playing these games. Some I might know a little bit more about in the game than I do with other games. But it's still, bad luck happens, and just, you know, maybe some bad decisions, dude. I make bad decisions all the time in games, dude. I am no pro, so I think it's good to have these kinds of losses that you can expect sometimes when you play the game. Now, you know, some decisions would have, you know, been different, but I think, like, I generally try to do the best decision possible. I can't sit there and map out every single turn. I don't like doing that anyway. You know, could I? Yes, I could. But I don't like playing that way. I like to still get the ball rolling. So it's like, personally, I've never lost a game, man. That's awesome, man. I will say, watching you play this has me a little more intrigued with this one. So as rough as this was, I enjoyed the playthrough and I learned how to play this one. Yeah, dude, Freddie, yeah. Honestly, man, I love this game. I do love this game. I love those decisions like that. And this was a little bit more challenging because I felt like I was working with less. But it does scale pretty well. So, like, as long as you're not losing like I did, like if I would have lost that one with the 2 skill points and then I would have kind of recovered and won maybe like the next going forward, I think I could have bounced back a little bit. But yeah. All right, actually, you know what? I just remembered. I was dreaming. I've never lost a game either. I've never lost a game. I actually just decided to stop this. Losses are good too. Lots to learn from a good old whooping. Yeah, you're right, dude. You're right. But I don't want this to be the only one that I show off. This was not good. So I think I'm gonna have to redo this soon, and I'm gonna try to do that. The only problem is now I gotta fit in. I gotta still do the unboxing for Machina Arcana. So when am I gonna fit that in? I was planning on doing that tomorrow. Because especially if I'm going to do the playthrough on Saturday, I still got to open it up. I got to read all the rules. Never lost a game in my life. That needs to be on a shirt as well, man. That needs to be on a shirt as well. That and I only needed 2 more training points. Something like that. That's hilarious, man. Yeah, but this yeah, it's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Thinking back again, dude, I don't know there was that much That kobold, this guy right here, this guy. Let's all zoom in so we can all like. This guy is a beast. Let's do. Excuse me. Put the autofocus back on. This guy right here. This guy was an absolute monster. Come on, camera. Are you kidding me? Well, this is just, yeah. Come on, man. I turned it on. There we go. Jeez. See, he's even messing with the camera. He's even messing with the camera. He's rolling twos on my camera. All right, so we got this guy, this kobold tracker. This guy, this iguana, Komodo dragon looking dude. Hardy and compound. This guy wrecked me. And I instantly went for him. It's not even like I let him linger building up his, his dice. I used Longblade. Nugget has no attack from the backup plan. She does have disable. The problem is we didn't even have enough decks. Like we rolled, at that time we had, did we still have 4 decks? So Longblade, and we decided to roll against the kobold tracker, so I couldn't do other attack, right? Because he had hardy, so I think I rolled defense, and I just couldn't get enough. I couldn't get enough bones either to disable him. And he was just rolling non-stop twos. And he killed me. He single-handedly killed me in that encounter. Single-handedly. And from there, I lost 2 training points and a progress point. He's rolling twos on my camera, man. Oh, yeah, man. He's rolling twos on my camera. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, man. So that sucks. I think I am gonna leave this out. I think what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll try to do the. I gotta see what I got going on. Tomorrow, but I might try. I gotta try again. I can't have this be the only one. I can have it be out there. I don't care, but not the only one. Green screen those dice. Fix them in post. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah. Green screen the dice. Yeah, maybe I should, or on that note, maybe I should just scratch off these, burn that chip. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this guy, he won't be joining us next time. Kobold Tracker. Like, he ran. He ran away. This guy! Dude, are you serious? Oh, he's right here. Jeez, he's hiding. Oh my god. Maybe what I could do next playthrough as well is have a separate dice stack for the baddies and scratch off these 2s and use like spare dice. There's plenty of spare dice, and just put 1s on there, right? Maybe I could do something like that. That might work. Instead of CGI, now we got a permanent fix. Even when I'm playing the game, I can just feel unstoppable. That might work. That might work too. I think that might be a good idea. Look, and then this guy's just like laughing up a storm at everything. This guy's just loving it. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave this stuff out. And I think I'm just going to plan on. Well, then it'll either be maybe tomorrow. I got Cloud Spiral on Thursday. At least Cloudspire is a little forgiving in that you know how much damage that the units are going to do. Cheating is very... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I love about TM. It could easily have gone the other way. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. This... Dude, honestly, I've said this before. Losses do not deter me from games. One of the hardest games for me, Planet Apocalypse, that I just played the other day, super hard. Super hard. But I love it. I love it. And then I just lost Cthulhu Death May Die. I lost on like the second turn. I just got destroyed again by dice rolls for the enemy, and I just restarted. I don't care about losing. And then I think the Nemesis, the first Nemesis I ever did play through, I lost in that as well. So I've lost a few games and I've posted those. I don't care about losing. It's just to me, when you start losing non-stop, it starts to become like, okay, all right, let's at least get a win in here. But then it's more satisfying when you actually do. But yeah, so I don't mind losing. And I generally, when I do lose, I don't care. It's just I want to at least feel like I was able to do something. I just wasn't able to, like, while I was building up, I just wasn't able to overcome that. Not that I was just getting stomped from the beginning, you know what I mean, without actually able to, get started. And yeah, if you can't win, then just go right to cheating. That's fine. That's fine. All my dice, when I do that, when I scratch off their twos, I'll just put those twos on my dice. So I'll have like 3 sides of twos, and I'll still never roll. But yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to leave all this stuff out. It looks like we would have had a slew of these Tyrant encounters. Next one would have been party gives their gear to the gear lock. Oh man, that's the next worst one. These two are the worst. Right here. The unsuccessful attack and training attempts and defense training attempts, and then this one. Lockgear is appeased if the party gives their gear to Lockgear to show to the Molnor. So if we have more than one loot at the start of the recovery phase, we must discard a loot. You don't have to discard all down to 1, but you still have to discard 1. So that can be pretty rough. I didn't mind the attack and defense where you had to put those there. I didn't mind those. But yeah. So yeah, that's the playthrough, I guess, if you can call it that, guys. It happens. It happens. I'm gonna just set this stuff up, and then I might either hop on. It might just be a surprise thing. Just one day, I'll just hop on and just start playing this again. But I gotta get something up, and I'm gonna do it soon-ish. If it's not tomorrow, I might try for Friday. I don't know. Again, this is all based on if I have anything going on. And if I do, I might just roll 2s on those plans and just see if I can get it done. I'm gonna annoy so many people by saying that to everything. What's going on at work? Well, just roll 2s on it. Just roll 2s on it. Just say screw it. Just roll 2s on them. I love it. I love it already. All right. Well. Yeah, guys. So that's basically it. That is basically it. Unfortunate. Next time, I will do better. I will do better. So yeah, that was Lockgear. He is fun. He is fun. He's very different from the other gear locks with this whole appeasement thing. It's very interesting. And at first I was like, oh god, this is gonna be rough doing this every single day. But they're not. They're like just enough where you're like, okay, I can do this. And it's fun trying to get as many as you can to then fight him afterwards. So yeah. that's it, guys. That is it. I do want to thank all of you for watching, and if you can, even though this is a loss, if you haven't already, please give this video a like. And if you are not subscribed, please think about subscribing. It does seriously help out. And yeah, I'm going to have more live streams going forward. I'm getting better at doing this consistently. I don't think I've missed a week yet. So yeah, so it takes a lot of work. Just, you know, doing the live stream. It's not hard to click the button, but you know, I gotta stay on top of the game, you know, try to know the rules, you know, practice the rules beforehand. So it can take a lot. It can take a lot, and I do appreciate everybody showing your support. It really means a lot. You guys stopping by. It's always fun interacting with you guys. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for playthrough. Now I gotta do this work I've been putting off. Yeah, man, just roll twos on it. Just roll twos on it all day. Thanks for playthrough. I'll be here on Thursday, Sat, whenever you get back to this. Cool, man. Yeah, thank you guys. A Cosmonaut, Freddie Perez, Ian. Is that Lane? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Andy, and whoever else is still watching. Really appreciate it, guys. Seriously, you guys are fantastic. More stuff coming. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna pop up tomorrow with a retry of this, but definitely Thursday is Cloudspire, and Saturday seems like it is gonna be Mac and Arcana. But it still could switch to Hoplomachus, so you never know. So until then, thank you guys seriously for watching, and I'll be back. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. You guys have a good night or a good morning wherever you are, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, guys.